Hey everyone, this is Tracy with Color Me This. Today is the Daily Color, episode 177. Today we are getting close to the end of it is round 3, using all of my pencils. I had pulled aside the pastel tints and the metallics from the flower image that I did last week because I just felt it would kind of ruin the aesthetics of the whole image if we had to all of a sudden pop in some metallics as well as the pastels in, since this is a one continuous large image that I did. So yesterday we did the big edition in Romantic Country. I started coloring the bookshelf. So today is the metallics, and I believe that tomorrow we're going back to big because it'll be Thursday. And then Friday will be the last of my pencil sets to complete round 3. And that will be the Erogeton, of which I already shared the complete set. I swatched the last 30 with you guys and have got that completed, and I'm very excited to be coloring with them. Sadly, though, it's going to be one of these little mini round images. So it will be leaves, flowers, tulips, or fish. Because today for the metallic, I chose this image. I'm going to zoom in. We have another storm coming. I just heard thunder. So just like yesterday, we are going to get some weather. So I am not showing you the pastel that I did 2 days ago. I have spent some time and finished it off, but I will share what I did at the weekly review on Sunday. It'll be hard to not show you it. So if I just can't keep it out of view, I will go ahead and give you the highlights of what I did to finish that off. I think it came out very nice. So the issue with the pastel tints, I was showing you it is the Castle Arts metallic. I actually own, in addition to the Castle Arts, which is a 48 set, I also own, and I work with these together, I purchased what is called the Brilliance, which is Cretacolor. They are a 12 set in this tin. The tin fits inside my Castle Arts tin with the metallics. These are huge. There's 12 of them, and I have picked 2 of them today. So it's kind of a very simple design. So it's going to be just a lot of repetition. I do have, for each of the elements, we have hearts, diamonds, stars, circles, and then the background. So let's see. Go for Gold is my star color. I had a choice of 4 different golds, and I chose this. It says Go for Gold, but it is a little bit coppery looking to me, and that is on the copy paper. So we'll see what it looks like on the Small Victories paper. I have picked a background color called Mythos Black. I will do some of the background. After I do one area of all of the images in their various colors, I'll add the black. I have 2 reds for the hearts. I have Burgundy Rose, which is the dark color. Uh-oh, I am missing a color. Okay. I think, let me finish, and then I will go off to find my second color, the color of red. This one, Burgundy Rose, is the shadow color. I have silver. I've been playing with this platinum, is what it's called, number 2, and I've been using it as a base to help lighten the object colors up. I was using it on some of the hearts to get more variation. This bright blue Sapphire 23 is the diamond color. I didn't choose a shadow color, but there are some darker blues that I could come back through and pick a shadow color if I wanted. Here is the Sapphire. See, it's the most vibrant. And then there's this color, Peacock Topaz, or the one right below the Sapphire, Galaxy Blue, that I could use to darken. I could even use the Mythos Black. And then the circles are the brightest yellow gold I could find, called Vegas Yellow, number 29. And again, I am missing my basic red. Oh, I've sharpened. Look at all these. They are sharp, sharp, because it's a small image again. So I'm going to pause because I have to get up and go find my, I'm just checking in the bag to see if it's in there, and it is not. I'm looking here on my sheet. I believe the color I am looking for is this Mandarin Garnet. So I'm going to go look for it on my desk, and I will be right back, and we'll get started. All right, I found it. I've sharpened it. It is indeed Mandarin Garnet. So I am going to put all of these in my hand. It's probably one too many to hold. But let's just see how well I do. I am going to do a sampling of each of the colors. And we'll just pick this corner. Now, I have it upside down because it's the easiest way for me to get to the image. So I'm actually doing the upper right corner. I toyed with softening the lines, but these do have a much softer, thinner stroke than our first image with all the tiny flowers from 2 days ago. So I don't feel the need to do any white accents at this point. I can always do some gel pen. So that was the Vegas Yellow that we were playing with. Silver, I think I'm going to go ahead and add platinum. I'm going to add, I want to see the difference. So I'm going to do this platinum on the heart right next to this other heart, because I want to see what that will do. And then I also want to see what this looks like as a base underneath the blue diamond. And let's find a star near, now the stars are pretty well spaced apart. So let's do this one, silver. And then that star will be the dark tone. So I'm going to set that one away. The gold for the star is Go for Gold number 12 of the Cretacolor Brilliance. And that is this right here. So there it is over the top of the silver. The metallics are a somewhat muted palette. So there is a definite difference between the base of silver versus just the gold. Hopefully you can see that. The Vegas Gold, we did a bunch of the circles already. And now I'm going to grab the blue, and I actually feel that could be a little sharper. These metallics feel just like the pastel tints. They're a light wood. They are a matte finish, so they're really soft and silky in your hand. and they are very soft when you, so I'm going to first do the blue over this silver. If I were a person who just wanted to color for the feel of coloring, I would pick the nicest metallic set, not necessarily for the look of them, but for the feel of them. The mica in them is so very nice. All right, so this one here that's a little bit more muted is the silver base, and this brighter blue is just this blue on the paper. So I'm setting that one aside. Let's move along to, I have, well, the black we're going to hold on. I'm going to bring out the pink here. Mandarin Garnet 42 is the color for the heart. So I am going to go ahead, and this, I did think that the hearts were big enough that I could add a shadow color. This is the base color on top of silver, and here is the color without silver underneath it. On my, what I see is that silver is not achieving a brightness that I was looking for, so I will abandon. That's the one with silver with underneath with gold, silver under blue, and silver under the garnet. Now I'm going to grab my shadow color for the heart, Burgundy Rose 14. I am going to pretend that my shaded side is on this side, and the light source is in the middle. All right, so I do not feel that the stars are going to respond well to trying to shadow one side of them, but I do think that the blue diamonds would look nice. Before I go with the black, I'm going to go ahead and take the Mandarin Garnet, and I'm going to do like this part of the circle. I actually told you that there were two Cretacolor big fatty pencils that I picked, and I actually only see one. So I was incorrect. All right, so I have more hearts done. I'm going to grab the Burgundy Rose, number 14, and do a little shading here. You know, it's not, these images are just not very interesting. It's kind of nice. It's a nice little break from doing big, complicated hours and hours of coloring. So I definitely see shadow. That's nice. I am liking that. And before I add black for the background, I'm going to grab a dark blue. I'm kind of liking where this is going. So the very first one I need is called Peacock Topaz, and that is the darkest blue that I have. It needs a sharpen, so let's get that sharpened. Peacock Topaz number 7. This one has a flaw. It's like the printing didn't seat right. It just didn't print at the right angle, because there is not a flaw on the wood. It is totally good. Did I tell you guys? I think I forgot to mention this yesterday, so I'm gonna add a little darkness. So I did a thing, and I posted an image of what I bought. I am always and forever not really shopping for pencils. But what happened is that Rachel Henderson, I am a YouTube video watcher. I'm pretty addicted to watching videos. I don't do it during the day, but at night when I lay down, give my back a break, I either watch a show or I will watch some videos, and I usually do a mix of both. So Rachel Henderson had the Harmonious set of 72 from Castle Arts. I own every set of Castle Arts, and I'm like, I want to see what these colors are all about. So I watched her video. She's coloring ghosts. Oops, I just did the wrong thing. All right, light blue. I'm going to do a couple more of these diamonds, and then we'll be ready to do the background in this little section. See what it looks like. So I received a Castle Arts invitation as I'm a club member. If you are not a Castle Arts club member, I highly recommend that you do it, and the main reason why I did it was for the downloadable files that you get. And they send you like a download almost every day, I believe. So they sent a pre-sale pricing. I think it was $34.99 for the 72 set in a tin. I don't even think they have these in a case, the 72 set. So I put them in my cart. I saw how much it was with shipping, because shipping, if you want free shipping, you have to spend $75. So now I'm going to add my shadows on these extra diamonds, and then we'll get the black going. So I looked at the shipping. It was $4.99, and sales tax to where my town is it is what it is. I think it's 7%, which is far better than what it was when I lived in Washington State. So I then forgot about it. And then I went back to watching the video, saw what all the colors were, got her input, and then I didn't think about it again. And 2 days later, I received a coupon in the mail. So what I'm finding in general, as just a general shopping tip, whatever you're looking at, whether it's eBay, Mercari, which I do have a Mercari thing to share at some point too, any shopping sites, put it in your cart, whatever it is that you're looking at, and go ahead and see what the shipping and tax are going to be. See what the minimum needs to be for the free shipping, if that's even an option. And then leave it in the cart. And you will be amazed at how many coupon opportunities you are sent. So I got sent a coupon. I'm going to do the black while talking here. This is Mythos Black number 12. And it was 20% off. So I went ahead and put the code. I'm like, there's no way that they're going to give me the early membership special pricing plus 20%. But I have known Castle Arts to give really good discounts. I don't think, and I've never paid, I think, an unreasonable amount for their products, and I've never paid full price. I have always received discounts, many times 2 discounts. So sure enough, it stacked, and I got $7 off, which paid a little bit more than what shipping and and sales tax was. So I went ahead and pulled the trigger. And I don't know when I'll receive them. I should probably check on the status of the order if it has shipped. So what I'm thinking here with this black is that I can put the black and then add some random white gel pen dots. I almost need my glasses for this. It's so tiny. So I have a Mercari story, just something for you to be aware of. I've only bought 2 things from Mercari. I bought a stamp set that had a bicycle on it that I knew about from years, way long time back. It's a Stampin' Up! Stamp set. And I saw it for on Mercari for $6. And it was really reasonable. I think it was $11 total with shipping. The end of March, somewhere around the 26th or 27th, the company totally changed their shopping model to, instead of the seller paying the fee, which used to be a flat 10%, the buyer pays a fee. And in addition to the fee, there is a handling charge. So I saw a product that I was looking for, and it was actually my Erogetin Set C Seascape that I bought it from. And I made an offer that was a low enough offer that when you added up all of the costs, it was still cheaper than if you were to buy them, you know, through eBay. Not eBay. Amazon has the cheapest price. So even with all those fees, it's still because of my offer. And I felt pretty bad that the seller had to accept such a low offer, but clearly they understand that nowadays the buyer is hit with all of these fees. So the only way to actually make business now on Mercari is to accept these really low offers to help offset the fees that the buyer now has to pay. So I don't know if that's going to be a success or not. I will be very careful when I buy from anything there. And lots of people are bailing. From what I did some research, I went onto a subreddit for Mercari, and people are just, they say that has pretty much stopped all of their sales, and that they were pretty happy with how their sales were working before. So they're not really sure why Mercari chose to do this. But they did. All right, so there is our palette. And it's really just rinse and repeat. So I don't know really what is most interesting for you guys. Should I do the colors? Or should I do the black? I think I'm going to do colors. And some shading. I don't know if I can't really see all that well, believe it or not. Because the image, it's really very, very small. I almost need to color through the camera lens, but that's just a little bit too awkward for me. Feels weird looking through the lens, but it's way easier for me to see. So with this Mythos black, I should be able to go and do another layer of shadow. On that same left side of everything. But I might want to hold off on that till I can see better. That star is almost lost. Definitely am not liking the silver as a base underneath any of these. I should have some reading glasses here. Let's see if I can find them. Sunglasses, that's not helpful. I just don't know where they are. All right. So gold, I'm gonna do some dots. Vegas yellow. Let's see, where's the blue? All right, going to the blue, Sapphire 23. Yep, these are a nice feeling pencil. The dark blue, Peacock Topaz, number 7. I'm going to sharpen that up a little more. Well, after the couple of rolls of thunder, it's all quiet out there. No rain. All right, so I'm going to sharpen this big gold fatty pencil. Look how long that's getting. And I'm going to try to fill in some stars. There are a lot more hearts than other shapes. All right, so I need the light red, not burgundy rose. The tips are how I've been looking because I have them in a cup. So this is Mandarin Garnet 42. So I do get to start round 4, random number generated sort order for which pencils I'm going to use for the next couple of weeks. When the harmonious come in, I will have to do a first look at them and see if I want to redo my order. So what I did do in Excel to make it even more fancy, I love making it fancy Excel spreadsheets. I have a long segment list of numbers that are randomly generated. I do generate a bunch of extras, and then from that list, every time I do any change in Excel, which is really silly to me, that random order changes. So once I decide this is going to be the list I'm going to use, I have to sweep it up, copy it, and then paste the values. So not the formulas, just the values in a list of getting rid of any of the duplicates. Then I get, I'm going to go ahead and stop there with the light red, get the dark red going. Here's the dark red. Burgundy rose, number 14. And I have so I have my list. This is all in the same spreadsheet of all of the pencils that I own. I've taken the professional pencils and just made it one master list so that I can automate it and not have to worry about it. So the professional pencils are now at the tail end of my list. You know, they're like number 22 to 29. The harmonious, I think, will be set 30. And I have it doing what's called a match, and it will look through with the random number generated. It will find the matching number and take the cell to the right of it, which is the name of the set. And the only thing that's not working about that is I own many Castle Arts products And I have the brand name separate from the set name. And some of the brands don't have a set name. It's just what they are and then the size of them. So I think I'm going to change the field to use, I could concatenate it. I just really like to work in Excel and have Excel do these things for me so that I don't have to do it manually. So it's kind of fun. All right, I have all my shadows in. I see I'm missing a couple of gold dots now. We should be nearing, we're at 35 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and do the gold dots. Here we are. Number 29, Vegas yellow. And then we'll do a little bit of black, and I will have done about half of this with you, and I will finish the rest of it on my own. Pretty simple, straightforward. And I am very happy with straightforward. I like any kind of coloring, I've decided. Just like I like all my pencils. I do have this tier list that I'm probably going to integrate at the end of each round. I'm going to refer back to my notes for the pages that I colored. And I will try my hardest to put them in some sort of order. It's not going to be a list, a single list from 1 to 29, soon to be 30. It will be more like, here, these are ones I really loved this time. Here's ones that I really liked a lot for this round. Here's ones I like. And I don't think any of my pencils go any lower. Even those Crayolas, I have accepted them. And they do have their place, and they actually do really well on this paper. That doesn't mean they will always do well for me. But for now, the lowest ranking that I have on any of my pencils is neither good nor bad. They do the job. And that particular rank is probably always going to be the same due to the limitations of a couple of the sets that I have. But you know, I do my research ahead of time. So when I buy a set of pencils, I already know they're going to be good. They might vary a little bit when I compare them to other ones that might be my favorites. So, getting through this black. And then I will be adding some shadow lines when I get my reading glasses and do the other half. I will add shadow lines on this side. I think I've added some, but I will be doing more. So for the next round of pencils that I will be starting in I think it's 3 days or so. By this weekend, I'll be on a next round. I'm going to go ahead and go through one last random number round. And then from there, I'm going to start changing it up even more. I haven't really, when I watch videos, the colorist most of the time doesn't really explain why they chose what they chose. They might say, hey, I haven't used my polychromos for a while, so that is what I'm going to use. One person, and they didn't say it, but they stated it in the text, like in the description, that they use Prismacolor for almost everything because, and it is true, the different comparison charts typically always have Prismacolor. So that is definitely a good option for somebody to choose, and then let the folks who have their comparison charts have those get used for any of the different sets. Not everybody, of course, will own the Prismacolor, and so hopefully they will find a comparison chart to use so they can color along with the colorist. All right, I am at 41.5 minutes. I'm feeling pretty good. I figured that some of these might be quicker, and that is okay. I've certainly had my share of long videos. So do all the YouTube things, like, share, comment, and consider subscribing. Tomorrow we will be back to the big and romantic country. I have some work to do tonight to get ready for our next section of the page, which I haven't even decided what that will be. So I will see you all tomorrow. And then on Friday, we will come right back here and we will play with the orangutans on one of these remaining circles. There are 4 of them left. See you then.